Hello, hello, it's Moji, and we are going to be checking out Kep1er, the ultimate debut guide by the channel Xiaoting. Thank you so much to Andakage for the recommendation. So, Kep1er was a group that really caught my eye in Queendom 2. And so, during the course of Queendom 2, I've gotten to know them bit by bit, and uh, I ended up becoming a fan of Kep1er. And so I've reacted now to their Wadada MV, and as well as their latest comeback Up. And now we are going to be looking at a guide that will hopefully help us in getting to know Kep1er a little bit better, and maybe make me a full-fledged captain. So here we go. Let's get straight into it, shall we? It's quite a long video. Okay, Kep1er, the ultimate debut guide.
If you're watching this video, there's a very high chance that you know absolutely nothing about Kep1er at all, or a very likely—
Just a second, wait. That's the highest quality. Let's raise the volume a little bit. Okay.
already a Kep1er yourself. Regardless of wherever you fall on that spectrum, welcome
I know
to
this
today's
voice.
video. My channel's name is Xiaotings, but you can call me Locke, and today we are going to—
wait! Lock? As in LKTV? I love this dude. I actually watch his Luna reactions. And so now he actually made a debut guide to Kep1er. Wow. Wow, just wow. Like, yeah, I watch him on his other channel, LKTV. So that's why the voice was familiar. Anyways, let's continue on with the video.
to be deep diving into K-pop's brand new super rookies, Kep1er.
Yeah, they are the super rookies right now. They did such a good job on Queendom.
As with any other guide, first off, we'll start with the basics.
Oh,
Who are
Chaehyun with the
Kep1er,
pink
where they come
hair.
from, and what have they done
I
thus
really
far?
love that pink
Kep1er
hair.
are a 9-member Korean, Japanese, and Chinese girl group signed under Wake One Entertainment,
Yep.
a subsidiary of CJ E&M. They are managed by Swing
Oh.
Entertainment, one of
So
the
Wake
labels
One
of
is
the
under
previously
CJ
managed groups
E&M.
such as IZ*ONE, IOI, 101, and X1, and their contract is for 2.5
Okay,
years.
so
Kep1er are a
it's
dual leader
fairly-
group, meaning they have
fairly
a main
major.
leader and a co-leader, and were formed through the show Girls Planet 999, an Mnet survival show aired between August and October 2021.
I'm still deciding if
The
I
show
will watch
featured
that.
99
Just
contestants
like
from Japan, China, and Korea, who were voted by
to
viewers from all over the world into the final lineup.
get a sense
The
of
show
their
officially
journey
concluded on
pre-debut.
October 22nd of 2021, and the final lineup became the 9 members of Kep1er. The name
Yeah.
Kep1er, pronounced in
My
Korean
friend
as
actually
Kep1er, which was also announced
watched
during
Girls
the finale,
Planet 999
has a
like
dual-pronged
religiously.
meaning. It is an amalgamation of the Northern English word
So I
"kep",
heard,
which means to catch, representing the members catching their dreams,
good stuff about
and the
it.
number 1 representing that 9 girls will become one to become
Okay.
the best. The name is also a
Kep1.
nod to the name of the German astronomer Johannes Kepler,
Johannes
the one
Kepler.
responsible for the way that humans currently conceptualize how planets move. As for the
Yeah.
fandom name, fans of
The one
Kep1er are
who
called Keplian.
calculated,
Officially, this just means
planet
those who
orbit
support Kep1er and would
motion.
stay next to the girls. However, an additional way to think about it would be as an amalgamation of Kep1er and Guardian. Now, as far as Kep1er's activities
And
are
Guardian?
concerned, on the 3rd of January 2022,
okay, so
Kep1er
that's
debuted with
Kep1.
their first mini-album titled First Impact and its title track, Wadada.
I might actually buy the albums.
First Impact is a 6-track mini-album consisting of the title Wadada, 2 B-sides, and 3 Girls Planet 999
We'll see.
songs, including the show's signal song Over and Over and Over. The 3rd
might
of
order
January
them on
officially
Friday.
commemorates the start of Kep1er's full activities as an active group. In the pre-debut
What's
phase
that?
alone, Kep1er have already begun smashing records
What's that?
and have showed promise for what's to come.
Christmas
As of the making of this guide,
special.
Kep1er have already become the most followed pre-debut rookie girl group in 2021 and are currently the most followed rookie girl group in 2022.
Okay.
By the 4th of January 2022, Kep1er had amassed over 650,000 followers on Twitter, 1.4 million followers on Instagram,
They grew pretty big
and over
pre-debut.
1.1 million subscribers on YouTube. Massive figures for a pre-debut girl group. As for
Yeah.
their debut numbers, Kep1er's First Impact, broke the record for the #1 selling debut album from a K-pop girl group in the first 24 hours with 150,000 sales of their album. As of the 9th of January 2022, Kep1er broke yet another record and charted as the second highest selling girl group debut of all time within the first week of sales, with over 200,000 copies of their album sold. In addition to this, the MV for their title track Wadada also sits as the 8th most viewed MV for any debut K-pop act in the first 24 hours with over 9 million views. Now, of course, due to the timing of this guide, I cannot account for the numerous successes.
Last time I saw Wadada, they had like over 100 million views already.
But look out for an updated guide from me at their first comeback for some new stats and even more information. So with that being said, it's time that we dive a little deeper into Kep1er and of course its members. Before we do start getting to know the members though, I really just quickly want to throw in a disclaimer here that currently Kep1er do not have any official assigned positions.
I kind of like that in the group.
In all lives, meetings, and
one thing I also like about
Kep1er has not explicitly stated any positions other than leader and co-leader.
Means they're flexible, you know. But of course, there's going to be some members that
so with that being
excel.
Let's get straight into the members.
One role rather than the other.
Yujin is the oldest member of Kep1er, or the Madonni, and she already has experience as a debut idol. Within Kep1er, despite being the eldest and the leader, Yujin is often labelled as the fake maknae because of her cute charms and the way that she's a total goofball.
She has a baby face, really. She doesn't look like the oldest. Even as a leader, she acts like she still acts young even when she's in her leader role.
She loves to have fun and loves to laugh, and she is easily one of the loudest members of Kep1er. She is considered an aegyo master, and her bunny-like charms
Aegyo master.
Yujin Tokki or Bunny Yujin. In this vein, Yujin's representative animal within Kep1er is also a bunny. In 2015, Yujin first debuted
a representative animal?
CLC, but following members leaving the group due to company issues, and CLC having no activities for the better part of a year, she joined Girls Planet 999 in hopes that she could re-debut.
So that's her former group.
Yujin first entered Cube in 2011.
Oh, Cube Entertainment.
Means that until now, she had a whopping 10 years of experience in the K-pop industry already. This experience of hers, along with her considerate nature and her friendly personality, makes her not only an incredible support for her younger members as a leader, but also makes her one of the mother figures of the group. Currently, she is learning Mandarin, and she also knows how to speak Japanese and English.
Hi, my name is Lily. How are you?
Okay.
English.
영어? 아, 영어 잘한다고?
I love you, Yujin. You look beautiful. Oh, thank you.
Oh, her pronunciation is kind of
so
good.
Yeah, thank
There's still a little bit of accent, but
I'm so
it's
sorry.
getting there.
Toilet because very okay.
こんにちは、私たちは CLC です。今度のアルバムたくさん応援してください。
Oh, Japanese.
On top of all this, Yujin is not only a seasoned and experienced idol,
Japanese
but
is
she is
okay as
also
well.
an actress as well. So far, Yujin has acted in over 4 dramas, with her most recent being the web drama titled Pumpkin Time.
What is that?
아니야 그런 거.
나보다 먼저 좋아했다며.
Pumpkin
네가
Time?
어떻게 이럴 수가 있어? 태주한테도 나한테도 잘못한 거야. 무슨 말이라도 해보라니까? 무슨 변명이라도 해보라고!
She's done variety and reality shows before too, so she'll be a great guide in helping the
Kinda
members
makes you
learn
wanna
the ropes
watch
of
it.
variety. The funny thing about Yujin though, is that despite all of her experience and even her age, there is in fact a member who has been in the Korean entertainment industry longer than her. Throughout Girls Planet 999,
very in-depth.
Yujin was able to show multiple different sides of herself and become the confident and capable leader that she is today. She is a talented vocalist and dancer, she can rap, and she's also a visual, and thus she can certainly be considered as an all-rounder in this regard.
To be honest, like, I consider all the members of Kep1er to be visuals. They're all very cute and pretty. Oh, nice vocals. What is this? Oh. Okay.
In Girls Planet 999,
Okay.
Yujin was announced as the 6th member of Kep1er, finishing in 3rd place overall.
Third.
Following
Okay, now
Yujin,
we have
the
Xiaoting.
2nd eldest, the tallest, and the only Chinese member in the group.
It's probably
Shan
the
Xiaoting is from Chengdu,
the
Sichuan
member I've
province
heard
in
of the
China,
most. That's
and
my
she is
friend who
currently
watched
signed to
Girls
Top
Planet
Class
999.
Entertainment. She is one of the faces of Kep1er,
Really
and she
fell
is
in love with
renowned for her
Xiaoting.
stunning visuals. Xiaoting is goofy, funny, and is also one of Kep1er's loudest members, having earned the title Shen Xiaoting on Girls Planet 999 and carrying
Shen
this through
Xiaoting.
to her time in Kep1er as well.
Are they? Is that sweet potato? That looks so goofy. What are they doing to her?
She is close
What?
with all of her fellow
What's
members,
that?
and they
I
learn
don't get
Chinese
the
to communicate
context.
better with her while she studies to get better at Korean. Her Korean name is Shim Sojong, the main nickname she likes to go by is Ting, and her representative animal
Ting.
is a deer. Within Kep1er, Xiaoting is
Okay,
not only
so
considered
they
a
have
visual
representative
killer, but
animals.
she's also a dance expert and has been recognized
she's
for
a
this
deer.
multiple times. Prior to her debut in Kep1er, Xiaoting made a name for herself internationally as an extremely talented ballroom dancer. Since her teen
Ballroom,
years,
wow.
she has competed in and placed in over 50 domestic and international ballroom competitions.
impressive.
Out of all of her competitions, some of her most notable accolades are winning first place domestically in a
Wow.
Shanghai Ballroom Tournament Championship at age 15, and also placing 6th globally at one of the biggest ballroom dance contests in the world, the Blackpool Dance Festival in the UK.
That is cool. Ballroom dance. I never would have guessed. That's her background before going into Girls
In
Planet.
addition to this, Xiaoting is also a college graduate who holds a degree majoring in performance from the Sichuan Conservatory of Music University, something
Okay,
which just
college
shows how
graduate.
committed she
Nice.
is to performing. Prior to her debut in Kep1er, Xiaoting competed in Produce Camp China 2020, or Chuang as it's commonly known as, where she ranked 80th overall after getting eliminated in episode 4. Going into Girls Planet 999, she was ranked number 1 out of all the Chinese contestants in the show at episode 1, making her one of the 3
Yep,
centers
I
for
heard
the
that.
show's signal
Number
song,
1 for
"Oh, oh,
Chinese.
oh." In addition to being an incredible
Chinese
dancer,
contestants.
Xiaoting also has proven that she is a more than capable vocalist, and also has showed that she is additionally capable of rapping as well.
That's really impressive, you know, being a foreigner and then rapping in Korean.
By the end of the show, Xiaoting had finished 9th in the show overall, making her the final member of Kep1er to be announced.
Ninth.
Sakamoto
Okay.
Mashiro is one of the 2
I
Japanese
probably
members,
understand
and she
now
is
why my
also the
friend
co-leader
kind of cried
Kep1er
at the
along with
finale
Yujin.
of Girls Planet.
Mashiro is the same age as Xiaoting, making her a member of the Gugus, the 99-liners, and she completes what
Okay.
is known as the Onni line, or the
Mashiro.
oldest line, along with Yujin and Xiaoting. Since Girls Planet, in both Kep1er's reality and V-Lives,
Oh yeah,
it's
we're
become
going
a
by
well-known fact
age.
that Mashiro is one of Kep1er's happy pills, and she is easily recognized by her dimples when she laughs or smiles. Like Yujin, she's a mother-like figure who supports all of her members.
I totally
and she's
forgot
extremely articulate
normally
with her emotions.
people go
Mashiro
by
is an
age in
extremely
girl
funny
groups.
member and is definitely one of
Like,
Kep1er's main mood
I'm so
boosters.
used to Luna going by, you know, debut order.
나는 언니 막숨
But normally there's no,
깜짝 놀랐어요.
yeah,
5, 6,
They go by age.
7, 8.
so Mashiro. Mashiro looks so funny there. What is that expression?
ケプラーのファンの皆さん、こんにちは。ケプラーマシロです。いつも私たちを見守って応援して素敵な言葉をかけてくださってありがとうございます。まだ私たちケプラーはスタートラインに立ったばかりです。これからお見せしたい姿がまだまだたくさん多いので、私たちとずっと一緒にいてくださると嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。
It's
愛し
very
てます。
interesting
Mashiro.
Japanese handwriting.
Within
I
Kep1er,
could barely read
Mashiro's
it.
representative animal is a raccoon. As for her
Raccoon?
story, Mashiro's pre-debut journey is
A
quite
raccoon?
interesting, as prior to her debut in Kep1er, she was a former
Why?
JYP and Pledis trainee.
Why is it a
training at
raccoon?
JYP between 2016 and 2018.
Oh, she trained in
and Pledis
JYP.
between 2019 and 2020. Although all information regarding Mashiro as a Pledis trainee is yet to be confirmed and is just solely based on rumor. As it happens, as a result of her years in JYP,
Hey, to hydrate.
Mashiro is actually close friends
You guys
with all
hydrate
members
as well.
of ITZY, and she trained closely together with them prior to their debut in 2019.
Okay.
2016년부터 2018년 2년 동안 하고 이제 안
Trained with
되는
ITZY
거니까
members.
저는
But she didn't
이제
make it.
포기할 생각이었거든요.
After leaving JYP, Mashiro tried going back home to Japan in order to be able to pursue other career interests. These didn't work out for her though, as her yearning to debut as a K-pop idol was so strong, and at some stage before Girls Planet 999, Mashiro signed to 143 Entertainment,
Yeah, it's like
the same agency
even if you're
as
a
another
foreigner,
member
it's
of
like
Kep1er. As she had previously trained at JYP, Mashiro
there,
speaks
there's
Korean
J-pop
fluently,
and then there's
so much so to the point
K-pop,
where she
but
apparently
K-pop
can
is
no longer
like-
speak Japanese, although this
it's a
is
much
joke
stronger
amongst her
culture
members,
right now.
and she is currently presumably learning how to speak Mandarin.
And of course, the reach is more global. Like, not to disparage J-pop. I like J-pop. I listen to a lot of J-pop, but J-pop is more for a local or regional kind of audience.
During Girls Planet 999, Mashiro was well loved by fans and was one of the most consistently popular contestants in Japan. She was always voted to be the leader of any team that she was in, and she had a 100% win and success rate with each of her teams. As a result,
Wow.
she was always highly praised for her
100%
leadership skills
success rate.
and was eventually appointed as co-leader of Kep1er after the show had ended.
임명장
It
케플러
makes me want to
브리더
watch
마시로.
Girls Planet
위
999. Even though we
멤버는
know the
모든
results
멤버들의
already,
심사숙고 끝에
I wanna watch their
케플러를
journey.
이끌어갈 브리더로 선정되었기에 이
I
임명장을
might set up a
수여합니다.
Patreon
케플러에
and
듬직한 브리더가 되길
react to it there.
기원합니다. 2021년 11월 18일
We'll see,
케플러
we'll see.
1동.
She highlighted her versatility across multiple concepts on the show and showed that she is strong in both vocal and dance departments as seen through her performances.
Okay, she's doing the... Okay. Yeah. Very good vocal.
Overall, Mashiro ranked 8th in the show, making her
That
the
is
first
good
member of
projection,
Kep1er to
actually.
be announced. Moving on from the Onni line to the middle line, we
Here
have
we go,
Kep1er's Kim
Chaehyun.
Chaehyun. Within Kep1er, she is recognized at least amongst members
My
as
bias.
being in charge of vocals, and she has already been able to show her vocal skills.
Beautiful night, 그날의 널 기억해. 마치 시간을 되돌려.
I really liked her voice in when they did the vocal unit round in Queendom. It just like
She is an O2
stood
line
out,
from Busan,
even if they
meaning
were
that she
singing
can
as a
speak
group
dialect or
harmonizing.
Satori, and she is one
she
of the
still
most
stood out.
extroverted members of Kep1er.
오, 맞아.
어제 진짜 웃겼는데.
가자. 우리 케플러 지금 체키타카 찍고 있는데 재밌게 보고 있나?
Busan accent. I still can't tell
As far as
apart.
her personality is concerned,
accents in
Chaehyun is
Korea.
constantly at the center of chaos and noise whenever the members are having fun. She loves to laugh and joke around, but she is incredibly responsible and mature, making her an excellent support for her younger members and her older members too.
이름은 김채연이고요. 짱구 개인기를 잘합니다. 교관님,
빈찬?
액션 가면 쏴주세요.
What's that?
Her official representative animal is a white tiger. Prior to her debut,
White
like
tiger.
Mashiro, Chaehyun was a former Big
That
Three
is
company
really
trainee,
cool.
having trained at SM Entertainment
White
for 4
tiger?
years. In order to pursue her dream of being an idol, she dropped out of school at 13, and she independently studied for and passed her middle and high school examinations by herself. During her
wow.
time at SM, she got close to and
Like
became friends with
equivalency?
the members of aespa, and after leaving, trained on her own as an individual trainee for 2 years. As Chaehyun has independently studied and trained, she was without a
She was
company before
connected to
Girls'
aespa
Planet,
at one
but
time.
is now under Wake One Entertainment by default along with Kep1er. Up until she had debuted within Kep1er, Chaehyun had been a trainee for a total of 6 years.
That's quite a while as well. 6 years.
자신이 없더라고요. 어쨌든 제가 6년 동안 했잖아요. 6년이 헛되이지 않았다라고 생각이 들 모습들이 나왔으면 좋겠습니다.
Throughout the show, Chaehyun was often praised for her vocal color, and she shone in her performance of IU's My Sea. As she had trained under SM before, many fans watching the show said that she had maintained the SM vocals and the SM visuals, making her one of the most vocally capable contestants on the show. She often took and aced vocal positions in her performances on the show, and she maintained her spot in the top 9 rankings for the entire program. In the finale, she finished first overall after attaining the most points from international and Korean votes, and was the 8th member of Kep1er to be announced.
She was 8th to be announced
member,
though.
Also a member of and completing
last to be announced then?
Is Kim Dayeon. She's an 03 liner and is without a doubt one of Kep1er's strongest dancers.
Yeah, Dayeon has such
Prior
swag
to her
when
debut in
dancing.
Kep1er, she had been trained by members of Street Woman Fighters dance crew La Chica, and this is evident in the way that she dances, especially when she freestyles and creates choreography.
That's
She's been part
why.
of multiple academies before, and has always been highly praised for her dance skills by all of her mentors.
Now I get the influence. What's that?
Dayeon is a high energy member who, like Chaehyun, is often at the center of the action. She is loud and energetic, but she exudes professionalism and has a real sense of responsibility as a leadership figure within the group.
굉장히 어떤 곡이든 다 완벽하게 출 수 있다.
Dayeon can dance perfectly with any kind of music. Any kind of music, huh? Very slow, angelic version of canon.
Her official animal within Kep1er is a squirrel. Throughout her time on Girls Planet 999,
is that in
Dayeon
reference
was
to her
yet another
energy?
strong leadership figure, and she was also ranked as the #1 Korean trainee at the start of the show in episode 1, and like Xiaoting, was one of the 3 centers for the Signal song. Throughout the show, she showcased how good of a leader, dancer, and choreographer that she is, and also solidified herself as a capable vocalist and rapper.
Let's go. See, 언제든지 내 모습 내 직단 한 번에 내가 잡아 절대 기죽지 않지. 편하게 뭘 알아. 근데
Oh wow! To keep that flow while doing those moves, it's pretty difficult.
This
No
was
slouch
not
in the
Dayeon's
vocals
first
either.
encounter with Mnet survival shows though, as she was also previously a contestant on Produce 48, the show through which the girl group IZ*ONE was formed. This wasn't meant to be though, as she was eliminated in episode
Produce
5
48.
after ranking 70th. Currently, Dayeon is signed to Jellyfish Entertainment, the home of groups like VIX, Very Very, and Gugudan, and she currently attends the School of Performing Arts in Seoul. Until she debuted as part of Kep1er, Dayeon had been a trainee for 3 years under CNC School, Stadium Entertainment, and recently Jellyfish. Following Produce 48, Dayeon left CNC and signed with Stadium, and whilst there, along with Lightsum's Youngeun and another trainee, she was set to make her debut. This obviously fell through though, as Youngeun and the other trainee had left the agency, and in early of 2021, Dayeon was announced to be competing in Girls Planet under Jellyfish Entertainment. In the finale, Dayeon ranked 4th overall, making her the 5th member of Kep1er.
Girls Planet and into Kep1er.
Now for the next member,
okay, we're at Hikaru now.
Ezaki Hikaru is not only Kep1er's shortest member, but is one of the strongest and most recognized rappers in the group. She is an 04 liner and is thus part of the Mangnae line,
I really
or
like
the youngest
her
line,
flow
along
when
with
she
3
raps.
other members. Hikaru herself has been a fan of K-pop since she was young, and she looks up to 2NE1's CL as one of her inspirations. Members describe Hikaru as goofy, funny, and cute off stage, but charismatic and one of the members with the strongest duality on stage. She is
Yes,
extroverted, loud,
that's
and
one
the
of
type
my
person who
descriptions
once starts laughing,
for
can't stop.
Queendom, the duality.
자기가 만든 춤이래요. 귀여워. 아 진짜 귀여워. 아 너무 귀여워.
She looks so like young and cute off stage, but when she's on stage already, it's like super intense and fierce. Cheating in Jenga.
Within Kep1er, Hikaru's official animal is a puppy. When auditioning for Girls Planet 999, to prove her rapping skill, Hikaru performed multiple raps and freestyles, but of those, her main performances were of CL's Hello Bitches and BY's Super BY.
Yellow go and it glow like a yellow fun. Couldn't see me with a selfie for my telephone. Got head up, Hello Kitty getting head up. Oh, want me to love him long time and I tell him no.
In addition to both Xiaoting and Dayeon, Hikaru's talents and skills were recognized from the outset. Going into episode 1 of the show, Hikaru was also ranked #1 out of all of the Japanese trainees, and as such was the third center of the show's signal song. From the outset, she was recognized as one of the show's strongest rappers and showed that she was not only competent in this area, but throughout the show also showed that she was highly capable at both dancing and singing as well. She's currently not fluent in Korean just yet, but can rap in Korean with speed, all the while maintaining accurate pronunciation.
I open the shining the A 빠지기는 것만 보고 있었어. 뺏긴 on my line 왜 너는 비게 되고 싶니? 세계가 나의 매력에 빠져 세계 끝까지. 사랑 그 힘을 영원히 보내고 싶다. 야 하지만 자주라 정도로 힘들 때다. 에이 자신을 믿고 왔어. 에이 이 금을 선택하고 셀프팬은 한 번도 없어.
So cool to hear.
이 달랑 소주 하이려고 암튼 소주 하이려고 계속 감고 좀 마음에 힘을 주고 마저 비라면 외계인 보고 싶고. 에이.
Along with Xiaoting, she's one of the group's Korean language learners, and she's constantly trying harder to improve her language skills. As for her agency and prior experience, Hikaru is currently signed to Avex Artist Academy in Tokyo. Hikaru has had industry experience in Japan before, as she used to be part of a kids trainee duo called Plus Gang for 2 years, but this group was disbanded in 2018.
Oh wow, she looks so young there.
Through Girls Planet 999, she wound up placing 7th overall, making her the second member of Kep1er to be announced. Moving on to the next member, Bahiyyih is the 7th member of Kep1er, part of the Maknae line, and is the second tallest member of the group. She is part of the Changshinji, or the tall line, along with Xiaoting and Yujin, and like Hikaru, was born in 2004. Within Kep1er, Bahiyyih is one of the funniest members with her impressions and facial expressions, and the members consider her a fashionista, but also a prankster. She can sometimes be subtle and quiet, but like all of the other members,
she has such
she's an absolute goofball.
Unique look, you know. Even though I know she's Korean, but she kind of has you know, like foreign features.
여러분들 힘내세요.
파이팅하세요.
오늘도 파이팅! 사랑해요.
Bahiyyih's representative animal within Kep1er is a lion. As for her personal life, Bahiyyih comes from an entertainment family, with her dad being a Brazilian-American TV personality, and her eldest sister Leah and eldest brother Kai have also debuted in K-pop groups.
Kai from
Leah
TXT,
debuted
right?
through the group Viva in 2017, which is now inactive, and Kai debuted as part of HYBE's boy group TXT in 2019. Bahiyyih is known by many names by fans, either Hie or Bahi being the most common, and she's the only mixed member
my friend
in
calls her
Kep1er,
Hie.
being a Korean-born Korean-American. Bahiyyih can fluently speak Korean, she can speak English, and she can also speak Mandarin.
Oh wow.
영어 나레이션을 한번 하자고 한 제안이 들어오셨어갖고 한번 했던 적이 있습니다.
그럼 지금 해외에 보고 계시는 시청자분들을 위해서 영어로 한번 얘기를 해주시면 좋을 것 같습니다. 1번 카메라.
Please love our Kep1er, and we are going to do a lot of things. So please keep lifting us. Thank you.
Okay. As for her agency,
vocabulary is not quite there yet, but the pronunciation is
but
pretty
during
good.
the show, she signed to what is formerly known now as Play M Entertainment, which has currently become IST, home to groups such as Weekly, The Boys, A-Pink, and Victon. Throughout Girls Planet 999, Bahiyyih showed herself to be a high-energy, extremely passionate, happy virus, as she refers to herself
it's always
as,
interesting to
and
see
also
like
an extremely hard worker.
what other groups they were connected to in terms of their agencies and or their companies. So yeah, the K-pop industry has become its own thing. Really, it's like there's all these connections
On
now,
the show,
and
she was often praised for her stable vocals and her improvements
has its
that she
own
showed
culture,
in her
which
performances.
and
as a result of this,
pushes
overall,
the
she wound
artists
up
to
placing
grow.
second, being the 7th member of Kep1er to be announced.
Of course, it could be also brutal at times.
Now,
but
Youngeun is the second youngest member of Kep1er.
it's like that now
but
with
you wouldn't be blamed for
any
not believing it.
competitive
Youngeun radiates
industry.
a youthful and hyperactive energy
Youngeun
around
now.
her members, making her one of the group's
I
resident
also quite
crazies.
like Youngeun. He has like a very playful personality.
At times she can be shy and introverted, but lets loose around her members. She's a big softie and often doesn't share when she is experiencing hardships, but she always persists on giving 110% to herself and her team.
Yeah,
잘하고 있고
Like-
잘하고
I'm very impressed also with Youngeun when it
잘할 수
comes to like her performances in Queendom. It's like
너가 하고 싶은 대로
you can
계속
tell
했으면
that she
좋겠어.
puts all of her energy into
있는
it.
그대로 내 모습을 계속 사랑했으면 좋겠어.
Since Girls Planet 999, she's always likened herself to a fox, so this is also her representative animal
Fox.
within Kep1er too.
Okay.
사막에서 달려온 사랑 여우 서영은입니다.
Within the group, Youngeun is without a doubt heralded
That
as
was cute.
Kep1er's ace, as she's able to do quite literally anything, and her
she's
age
the
is
ace.
not to be underestimated. She not
Yeah,
only
I think
has
I
an
heard a
amazing
hint of
singing
that in
voice,
Queendom.
but her dance skills and charisma on stage are befitting of this status, as she is one of the members which possesses an insane duality.
크리스마스 네가 있던 메리 크리스마스 영원할 것 같았던 간절한 이 마음을 전해 I pray on this Christmas.
Very pretty voice as well. The love shot.
Youngeun is a specialist in boy group choreographies, and on Girls Planet 999 gained quite the reputation for her ability to nail boy group concepts. From the
Okay.
outset with her performances of NCT's
Cool.
Kick It and 2PM's My House, and since then has shown more of her duality. Her broad singing range coupled with her powerful precise dancing makes her an incredible eye-catcher in performances.
사실 캄캄한 이곳에 light up the sky 두 눈을 보며 I kiss you goodbye
Okay. That looks cool. Very swaggy.
Currently, Youngeun is signed to Biscuit Entertainment, a brand new label that was established in 2021, and she trained there with former Girls Planet contestants Murakami Yume and also Arai Risako. Youngeun placed 5th on the show overall, making her the 4th member of Kep1er to be announced.
So was someone
Now
announced
for the
out of
Mangne,
order?
this is where things get really interesting. Kep1er's Mangne is Kang Yeseo, who was born in 2005, yet debuted
Chaehyun
in
was the 8th to
2010
be
when
announced?
she was only 5 years old. Do you remember earlier when I was saying that there was another member who had technically debuted before Yujin? Yep, this is her, our youngest.
Yes.
As Yeseo is the Mangne, naturally she emanates the usual cute charms and captures people's hearts in this way.
Maybe I missed someone who was out of order earlier. It was probably mentioned earlier, like who was announced out of order from their finish order in Girls Planet 999. Oh wow, Atake song. There's one more line.
However, interestingly enough,
There's
with her
one more line to
experience
the
in the
Atake
industry,
song.
she's a good
Oh, she
balancer for
didn't
the
do the
team's
last
dynamic,
line.
and is extremely supportive in this regard. Yeseo, along with Yujin, also has the bunny as her representative animal. As for her career, Yeseo has already had quite the amount of experience, as she debuted in 2010 as a child actress. So far, she has starred in 14 television series, 2 web dramas, and 5 movies, one of which was Miracle in Cell Number 7, which at its release was the 5th highest grossing Korean movie of all time.
Miracle in Cell Number 7, I actually heard of that. Well, we had our own version of it here in my country.
What's more is that Yeseo's experience
it came from Korea.
In 2010, Yeseo debuted as a member of the kids idol group called QTL, which has since disbanded, and was originally supposed to debut in 2014 in another kids group called Pretty. This was not to be though, and Yeseo debuted instead in Busters in 2019, where she was there appointed as lead vocalist.
Okay. Pretty young group as well.
In 2020, Yeseo's group went on hiatus, and after this, she moved to 143 Entertainment, the same agency as Mashiro. Since then, Yeseo and Mashiro have trained together until Girls Planet 999. Throughout Girls Planet 999, Yeseo was highly praised for her professionalism, her vocal tone and center qualities, as she nails facial expressions perfectly and executes performances with ease. As a contestant though, she was quite the eye-catcher, as she not only nailed concepts befitting of her age, but also utilized her experience to pull off stages like the iconic Fate performance. In the finale, Yeseo finished 6th overall, thus making her the 3rd member of Kep1er to be announced.
Spoiler bits here for Girls Planet 999.
Whilst this guide can't go into too much depth as Kep1er are only just starting their journey, I'm really hoping that this helped give you a better idea of the members, their personalities, and a little bit more about their personal stories.
What dance practice
One
is
last
this?
thing I would like to touch on though, is
for...
just the nature of temporary groups and how these
I
actually
haven't
operate.
checked it out yet.
As aforementioned, Kep1er is a temporary group
for
with a contract of 2.5 years. As also mentioned throughout some of the members' profiles, they currently belong to different companies, and this can be confusing for some who are experiencing temporary groups for the first time. In a nutshell, the way that this works is that each member will be from a specific company or companies, with some sharing the same company, such as Yeseo and Mashiro, and this company will send their trainees to a show such as Girls Planet 999, with the hope that their trainees will be able to debut as part of the winning lineup. Traditionally, shows like Girls Planet 999 and also the Produce series have been an excellent way for companies to be able to get their trainees noticed and also to build a reputation for them, so that once group activities end, they can either re-debut in other groups or pursue solo or acting
shows are actually
as well.
a great way to...
As of yet, an Mnet project group has been yet to extend its contract formally, and thus as a result, Kep1er's contract is still only 2.5 years, at least until Mnet or any companies decide to actually change that. Moving back to the subject though, as for Kep1er's existing content, currently they have quite a lot, but there is still plenty more which is being added every single day. As a fandom, we are very spoiled, and I can't wait to see what we have coming next. So far, Kep1er have a 2-episode reality show titled Kep1er View, along with appearances on variety shows already too. When they debuted with Wadada, they recently had their debut show on M2, and they've made other various variety appearances already as well. There's so much more of this type of content coming, so please make sure to check out the links below, as they are extremally useful. In them, I have attached an all-encompassing Kep1er archive, which has been created and run by some amazing members of my Discord community, and it's updated literally whenever new Kep1er content drops. Feel free to go and follow the Twitter as well, so that you get constant updates on when the spreadsheet has been officially updated each time.
That might be my guide to
this
like
isn't quite the all-encompassing Kep1er guide just yet, but I will be
check out for
updating
my
this as
content
early as
on
their first
Kep1er
comeback. Please look forward to it, and in the meantime, if you'd like to stick around, feel free to subscribe and check out my fan edits, video essays, and tons more content over here on Kep1er. So once again, stand talent, stand Kep1er, and thank you so much for tuning in. Take care of yourselves out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Hey, wow. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so that was Kep1er, the Ultimate Debut Guide by Xiaoting. It's actually Locke from LKTV. And that was a very good guide. Like, I know most guides would usually have like specific data written down when first going into each member, like name, birth date, nationality, but it's kind of okay not having it for this one. But what we got instead was more of a showcasing of their individual stories and their personalities, and it helped me get to know the members more, which is the whole purpose of watching this. So yeah, like even if we had those bio data written down, it's like those are things that those are just like trivia things that you might forget, or you can remember, or either remember or forget in the future. But the things that were actually shown in this video are what's most important to know about them. And I also like that they had their own representative animals. It's kind of cool, although I still don't get why who was that? Mashiro's a raccoon. Or maybe it's a Japanese tanuki, which is kind of like a raccoon, but it has a different build. So yeah, I really enjoyed getting to know Kep1er more, and well, I hope I will be able to check out more of their content in the future. So I will check out that spreadsheet that Locke set up and see what else I can react to over there. Probably if I do a reaction to Girls Planet 999, I will have to set up a Patreon for that. Don't worry, I'll most likely make it free with subscribing to the Patreon as optional if you want to support me in this channel, of course. But I will most likely post the reactions there for free, and then if you want to support, it's your choice to support the Patreon. So that's it for Kep1er's Ultimate Debut Guide. I hope you guys learned as much from it as I did. And well, I'm really looking forward to everything else that we can sink our teeth into when it comes to content from Kep1er in the future. Okay, so feel free to comment down below your thoughts or any additional info that you might want to add about this about Kep1er. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date on future content, please hit that subscribe button. So until next time, have a great day everyone, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.